Alright, in today's video we're going to show you the proper cleaning of a drain pan. This happens to be a drain pan from a Henny Penny fryer, but besides the shape of them, they're all basically the same whether you have Frymaster or Henny Penny. So first off, they'll have this catch basket. Again, it'll look different between the Frymaster and the Henny Penny fryer, but you want to clear these crumbs out. Do not throw these down the sink because they will clog the sink. You can scrape it out with a putty knife. Get all the big chunks out. Set it in here to rinse. This is the weight that holds down the filter pad. Take that and scrape that off there. And then you can just pick up the filter pad. It's obviously full of crumbs. If you come in the morning and you don't have a maintenance person, chances are this filter pad is going to look like this. It's almost impossible to filter because it's got all hardened grease and crumbs on it. You want to make sure you start the day with a clean pan and fresh filter pad. So toss that out. Then what you really need to do is rinse all these crumbs out. I'm going to do that off videos just so that you don't have to sit here and watch me wash a pan. But we'll show you the results after I'm done washing it and any special things you have to pay attention to. Alright, one of the key things you need to look for when cleaning this pan is to make sure this tube, number one, is nice and clean. Number two, that all these O-rings are in place. If they're loose, if you can spin them with your fingers, they need to be replaced. Also, if your fryer is filtering really slow, it usually has to do with these O-rings, or you have a filter pad that has a bunch of cold grease in it and it needs to be changed. The other thing you want to do is run water into this tube and make sure that you have water coming out of there. That way you know that you got a clear path through there. Once you've got that done, all you really need to do is make sure spray this out, get it nice and clean, and make sure you take paper towels and dry the water out of the pan and out of the parts that go in the pan. You can see the parts right there. It's critical that you don't have any water, because if you filter and there's water in the pan, the water is going to go up into the oil and it's going to start spattering all over the place. You'll see if you ever do it and you accidentally leave water in there, when the fryer heats up, it'll be spattering, and it's dangerous because that spatter can burn people. All right, the proper way to put this back together is this screen must go in first. It just sits right down inside that square. Once you got that in place, grab the filter pad. It says this side up. That means this side is up. Filter pad just drops right in there, and then we grab the weight, which is over here. The only purpose of this is to hold that filter pan down, because you don't want crumbs getting sucked out of the filter pan. That just drops into place, and then the big crumb catcher just sits right down in there, and then you put the other cover back on after we rinse it. On this way. Alright, so just a couple tips for you on common problems with these fryers and filtering. If your filter and no oil's coming up, listen to see if the filter pump is running. If you don't hear it running, it may need to be reset. The reset is down on this fryer. It's under this glass door in the back. There's a button on the back of the fryer. I'll show you a picture of that. The other issue can be if you're trying to fill these fryers with fresh oil, if you have a bulk oil system and you're trying to add oil and no oil will come up. A very common problem right down here. These quick connects are the connections for the waste oil and the fresh oil. Fresh oil, you can see the fresh oil in this hose, so you'll know which one is which. But these quick disconnects can be just a little bit apart, and it looks like it's in, but it's not. It has to click all the way in, and that collar has to move forward. Also, these are the wires that connect the RTI system. They need to make sure they're connected good. And if you've checked all of those and you still can't get oil to come up to the fryer, then you need to call the maintenance department.